Hey guys, it's Landon here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I organize my tackle bag. Let me grab it right here. First up, I've got my box of crankbaits. Here, I put my crankbaits in different little containers so I don't get them all hooked together and so that they're nice and neat. Moving on to my next box. This is my crankbait box. We'll put that one there. Moving on to my next box. It's my jig box. Right now I've got a swim bait in there. But I put all my jigs in different containers so they don't get all messy. And when I go to grab one real quick, I can just grab one instead of just like having them all tangled together. So it's much easier when you get the dividers. I custom made some of my dividers because some of mine went missing. But I personally put them all in different containers so they don't get hooked up and tangled together. So yeah, that's all for this one. Ow, I just pinched myself. Moving on to my next box, I've got my buzz baits and spinner baits. It's not the best spinner bait and buzz bait box. Right now I've got a frog in here for some reason. But one thing I'm big on on my spinner baits, I like to put trailers on them, just like this one. I like on my buzz bait, I put trailers on my buzz bait too. I put trailers on my buzz bait, and then moving on to my littler boxes, moving on to my plastics. Now, this bin right here, this first one right here, this is my plastics. Right now, I've got not that much of plastics. Like you've seen in my first video, my crawfish. I'll put those back in there. I've got some Yum Dingers. I got some more of them Sankos. I've got the Zoom curly-tailed worms. I like throwing these. I don't know why, I just like throwing them. And then I've got some more Sankos. And then I've got Twisty Tails. No, these are my Twisty Tails. Twisty Tails, I throw on a little like a jig head, and it's good for if we go on the river. I'll throw this on the back on my pole, and you can catch my dad caught a walleye with it last weekend when I went. My grandpa caught one with a walleye, and I like using them. I use them for when, like down in my area, I use these a lot when I go river fishing, so I always have to have a pack of those. And then I've got my Zoom trick worms. I like throwing my Zoom trick worms when I'm up at my cabin because the bass, when I throw it in the weeds, the bass like attack it. So I have to have some of those. And then moving on to my other box, bins. Next up here, I've got my crappie jigs. I got a whole bunch of crappie jigs in here. And then next, I got an orange one. I got an orange one, a yellow one, two green ones, two white and purple head ones. And then I've got two black ones, two 2 black ones. And then I've also got 2 beetle spinners. Beetle spinners, I've never used one. I just picked one up. I got one for Easter. And then moving on, from my mom, from my parents. And then I've got a little jig head, and I've got a little jig head with a squid on the back. I have to pick this one up. And then moving on to my last container, I've got twisty tails and underspin. I've only got one weight, right? One bullet weight. And then I've got hooks, twisty tails and hooks. That's basically all. And thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and smash the like button. Thank you for watching.